Trap God, I was serving out the hallway. Ayy, with a gold at, baby. Ayy, with a gold at, baby. Ayy, with a dough at, baby. In the bank, you know I ain't tryna blow that, baby. Ayy, we gon' save that money. Ayy, we gon' save that money. Ayy, we gon' save that money.
Alright, what the fuck is going on? Today is October 3rd. We're gonna go over pre-markets and open markets in the Pennyland. Today was a hot pile of dog shit. So we're gonna go with CDT first. This one not really even on my radar. Just another point out that low volume fading into open doesn't work. So we'll skip that. ELAB. This one took all of my monies today. It said, give me your 401k or fucking die. This one did a high of day and fade type price action. The reason I was getting into this one, here we had things like kicks in, I think it was yesterday. Kind of do a double bottom and then keep pushing. This one was in a gap level, so we're in the gap. I know it's kind of a weaker market, but if you're in on the right one, you know you can hit it. Unfortunately, this thing folded like a fucking pancake. Did have an uptrend like most do. This kind of typical back down to where it's open. It kind of held. And again, last week, 2 weeks ago, this would have pushed up and probably broke. This week, we're seeing a lot of this down here and fading. The only reason I was kind of heavier here was because of KXIN from yesterday. Kind of a little bit of a rookie mistake, but it is what it is. Kind of a double bottom flag here. Another uptrend break and fail, and this thing just faded the rest of the day. So, EVGO. This one, nice. So we're seeing one positive I'm seeing from this market is open market dips to key levels. So you have gap fill levels. We have 1 year highs, all that stuff. I plan tomorrow to slam my dick on the table when I see something approach a key level, especially in the morning. Other than that, you know, especially on a U pattern, we'll get to TOVX later. Kind of same setup. This one had a U pattern. This one also had a nice uptrend to it. Kind of held and did the flat flag later in the day. Kind of put in the double bottom here. Also held this key level. This is a daily pivot level. Although it's like it keeps breaking it. I don't know. That's kind of a headache right there. It's nice to see this, but if this was like here, that would have been kind of ideal. But after that, this thing went on the 1-9 EMA wave. Usually we see this after a break and just kind of keeps going up, kind of riding that 1-9 EMA. Not really a whole lot of dips you can add here. Maybe here to this key level. But yeah, that was a nice, and then uptrend break, and then kind of faded. But this thing also pushed back to a double top, but I'm not really too concerned about later in the day. HKD. This bitch needs to run back to 40 billion or whatever it was to get this market going again. We had this one didn't quite dip to the 200, but nice dip here. U pattern. Nice dip here, push. I also got faded like Snoop Dogg on this one as well. I added in this range. So we had a dip to the previous high. We have this key level. We have the 150. We're above VWAP. We're approaching this uptrend here. No, I think I had it kind of... Kind of had it like that, personally. So, and this is kind of a hindsight trend. But I added in this area, hoping it would at least pop back to 580 or get to 6. Did not happen, obviously, but oh well. Nice uptrend break here on high volume to signify bearish, at least consistency wise. At least we're gonna get consistent bearish patterns. So HKD, it also did not double top with the pre-market. Didn't even get. So yeah, this is kind of like that key point. I was trying to get back to kind of like a double top into this 1 year high. Just didn't get it. Indo was a multi-day. Let me get my thing out here. Indo ran 2 days ago, so it's the third day. Should have probably left this up. I'm not too sure why I got rid of it. Probably just low volume, but I guess I didn't realize. Day 2, I should say, are usually pretty good kicks in. KXIN did this as well, so it is something to note. Things that ran on Wednesday, so yesterday, we should double check that and see kind of if anything's holding up still. To see what Friday is, that'll be for a later time though. Anyways, Indo broke this key level. Nice couple double bomb flags. I'm not adding this into my review just because the volume is just so low. I mean, 8,000 shares. But nice to see. Not something really I would trade, but it's just nice to see some bullish action. KXIN, another bullish run after it ran yesterday. Nice U pattern, dipped to kind of a, no, that was a pre-market high, so not really, but we have another kind of flat and then push. This has the same type of setup as EVGO today, where we kind of have this dip, then it goes flat, and then we push. So it's like extended flats, kind of flag, not really. Let's see. You know, same kind of vibe. Kind of held like a double bottom. Had this last push over the key level, held the key level, and then pushed. So, again, nice to see. I wasn't in on any of this, but I don't know if that's just specific to KXIN as a ticker, or if we're gonna see that maybe later next week. MLGO also has been not running, but has been on radar for a while now. Nice U pattern, nice dip to a key level, and then push. This was kind of a fake breakout here, and then it faded back down. That was pretty much it for that one. PEGY, good old Peggy. Peggy was a bitch today, but didn't even get back to here. I didn't trade this at all, but I thought maybe this could maybe do something. But nada. This thing just got cooked. RZLV. This thing I stayed away from the rip. Anything opening $7 and above usually is just too rich for my liking. The price action gets a little bit fucking crazy. To me, I'm not really analyzing this too much. It just hit the 200 and failed. Volume was too low. TOVX was also, it had a good setup as far as being flat, consistent volume. We also got kind of bagged on this one. We added a little bit too high, kind of got, I wouldn't say faked out, but great dip adds to the gap level, and then nice double top U pattern kind of thing. It also did another U pattern. I would not be trading this. Just noting to self. Let someone else trade that fucking garbage. Did the same thing basically and failed again, so RIP. Wheeler Walker Jr., another runner. This thing $16. Didn't even pay attention to it, but just noting that it did as well do a U pattern. It did the old up down fade. Didn't see a lot of that today, but anyways, let's review patterns real quick. Let me get my pen out. Fake head and shoulders. So we have a push up. We have the first shoulder, we have the head, we have the push back down, we have the right shoulder, we have this, it holds, and then it goes. We see this, haven't seen much of this lately, not that I've been looking for it, but I think a couple stocks kind of look similar to this. I've been calling some of these sometimes double bottoms, but to me that's not really if this breaks. But only really saw one of those. 1-9 EMA wave, not really an entry pattern, just more of if we're in it, let it rip. Morning U pattern, we saw a million of these. This is still the trend of the fucking past 2-3 weeks, but it's just getting slightly more difficult in my opinion. Wheeler, we have multi-day tickers. TOVX hit it twice. MLGO multi-day kicks in, multi-day HKD looks like a piece of shit down here with little volume. EVGO was nice. I just honestly never really paid attention to it. I thought the range wasn't going to be there, but I mean it was okay. Whatever. Double bottom flag, not the greatest one, but kind of near a key level. Dip to key levels. This is what we're going, like I said earlier, we're going to put our dick on the table, and we're gonna slap the shit out of this tomorrow. If there is a if there is a key level within the first 3 minutes and one of these dumbass China stocks dips to it, we're gonna, oh my god, we're gonna fucking full port send and probably get smoked, but that's okay. There's nothing else is working in this market, so whatever. Another dips to key level. These ones are a little bit tough again, like I said earlier. This one did not go down fully, but dipped to the 1 year. You still have uptrends, although we're not getting third point pushes or legs. So in an ideal world, you have 1, 2, it pushes, you say, okay, here's the trend line. Fuck, I drew that real bad. Here's the trend line. And you say, okay, I'm gonna add some here. But in this market, this third point rarely goes. Again, this one actually kind of worked out. Trend line here, you could add it here, you could add it here. This probably would have been the best one. Another example where I did actually add here, and I wouldn't consider this working, maybe a scalp, but yeah, I'm kind of out on this. This is just more like a bearish signal to me. If it starts to break, then it's gonna get cooked. Okay, now we're in bearish. Double top off of the U pattern. We see this a few times. Just don't be adding here or anywhere up here. Usually it comes back down. So open bell fade, just throwing that out there. Uptrend breaks, this is what we just reviewed. Open bell high day, we usually see 1 or 2 of these per day, especially the ones that are pushing into open where they go straight down. And that is it. We're at max limit here. Like I said, we're gonna dips to key levels and flags, and that's it. Outside of that, this market can burn in hell.